One of my favorite things to do is weld repair on heavy equipment. We've got a lot of welding in front of us, but I'm pumped about it. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by today. My team let me in the shop. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm pumped about it. One of my favorite things to do is weld repair on heavy equipment. Our client has this 972G loader that he's been running a lot of gravel and rock through, and he wore the bottom completely out. Come check this out. You see we've been doing a lot of arc gouging and cutting. So the erosion off the rock and the gravel going in and out of this bucket is just remarkable. It is insane the wear that these buckets have on this heavy equipment out here in the Rockies, dealing with all the rock. So what we're planning on doing is removing the whole bottom of the bucket that was worn paper thin. He's actually punching holes in the bottom of this bucket. And so the thing for this client is this moldboard up front still has about 40% of its life left, and so does the back radius of the bucket and the sides. So when the bottom wears out first, it really sucks when you have other parts of your bucket that's still good. So what we're trying to do is we're going to put in a new plate across the bottom, and the overall goal is to make sure that after we do this repair on the bottom of this bucket, that it will get the rest of the lifetime of the full bucket. We will be able to wear out the moldboard in the front and the radius in the back. Next time we have this bucket, we will completely rebuild the moldboard and the radius. But if we can get this plate in here, he can get another couple of years out of it and save him some money. Hey everybody, just wanted to give you an update on this loader bucket. Come look. Alrighty, so we got the bottom plate arc gouged out around all these middle cross members. It's quite the process, but we got it all out, cleaned up, and now we're in the process of beveling everything and prepping for our replacement plate that we just cut out on the plasma. Come take a look. So I just drew this up in my CAD program. We cut these slots here in the middle. If you remember when we were looking at the bucket, it has these middle supports that we won't be able to weld after we put the plate in. So we cut slots to make sure that we could puddle weld and secure this plate to those cross members, even though we don't have access to it. So we're working on beveling this plate, getting it prepped, and we will drop it in the bucket, get it tacked in, and start the welding process. All right, we got her all tacked in. Come take a look. She fell in there just how we wanted her to. We got everything tight, everything flush. So pretty exciting. We got to be very careful when we weld this, because if we were to weld everything on the top first, we would create a bow in the bucket, and the loader driver wouldn't be very happy when he has a trail of dirt right down the middle of his bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt this bucket all the way forward so I can get to this bottom side without welding overhead. And I'll get all of the welding done on the bottom side, which will dish this bucket out the opposite direction. So when I weld this top, it'll warp itself back straight. So come along for the ride. We've got a lot of welding in front of us. All the gouging and grinding and hammering and stuff's done. Now it's the fun part. So